What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy 8-Bit 79, and we are back at y'all with another video, man. So let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we?
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the binoculars out in time.
Look, well, let's not stand on ceremony, mate. Let's start the show.
I'm watching it. Okay, we ain't gonna do that. All right, there we go. Let's get the music going. Let's get on into it. Let's get all of this out of the way, pull the game up, and all of that jazz, man. So we got my boy Apocalypse sitting up there chilling, looking like a whole beast. I'm actually loving the look with the sword. I think that's absolutely dope. See if they changed his. Actually, let's go ahead and pick up the uniform so we can check some things. Whoa. One, I want to check and see if they changed his tier 3 animation. Yeah, I don't think it changed, but I do think it looks better in this uniform. I don't know. Maybe it's with the gold pompadours and shit, and the gold looking like cleaner. But the good old Lazarus Chamber. I also saw in the patch notes they gave Apocalypse a revive with his artifact. So that's actually good and bad. It's bad because I wish they'd have just put it on the uniform. But it's good that he has it. It's also good that it's on an artifact in the sense that unless they change his artifact, which they don't do very often, he'll keep that revive with any other uniform that he gets. Now, did I just get fleeced for 1,500 crystals is the question, right? Because we all know X-Men 97 is around the corner. Presumably, they just dropped him by itself and they didn't drop him and Emma Frost. So that kind of says something to me anyway. Now, I know a lot of people were complaining that Apocalypse doesn't have native penetration. He does have native penetration, however, and 100% damage prop, but it's only on his tier 3 skill. So unless this thing builds like every rotation, it's kind of useless. And I don't see them doing that for him. But let's go check it out and look at the animations and see what's up. I mean, I like the AoE on the skill, but no iframe Shadowland skill. Okay. So there is an iframe portion of the skill because they stop shooting at him. So they definitely lose targeting for a little bit. Same thing there. Oh, it's just one big punch. He gathers up the sand and then hits him with the Gyra fist. Oh, and that's something you can just straight up cancel. That's dope. So gone are the clones that he had for so long. Gone is the pounding of the fists coming down. Okay. Hmm. So it's definitely going to be like a 4 cancel, 3 cancel, 5 sort of deal, or a 3 cancel, 4 cancel, 5 sort of deal. Yeah, something like that. Check out the practice combo. Yep, 3, 4, 5. And we failed. Okay, we actually got it that time. That's crazy. See how it looks with the SFX off. Well, it's only 79 hits. Wow, that's crazy. Wait a minute. Oh, they want you to delay the force seal slightly? Okay. Wow, I'm hitting it too fast. And then cancel the 5 into the 6. You don't get as many hits. And if you do the 6 first, you can pass the proc and all of that stuff. Um, let's go check my guy out and see. And we'll check him out. See if he can do stage 9 of Jean. He can take advantage of her because he's a mutant. Where's my guy Apocalypse? Okay. That icon is dope. I'm loving that. I wish they had changed his leadership completely. We'll give him Polaris lead. That works. But definitely ain't every rotation for that tier 3 skill. Oh wow, he moved. I screwed that up. Oh wow. So he can't tank that either. And the damage is not looking too good. Not for PvP or PvE. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do this. Not as currently constructed. The defenses definitely aren't looking too hot. Of course, that is level 70, tier 3. Third world boss to acquire a second potential realization ticket from where? That's what's in the booty box? Are they in here? Nope. Drop off that ticket. We'll let him do this. Let him get his feet wet first. Well, if that had a clapped, it might have been done. I don't know. think maybe you should do the fourth skill first. Looks like he's having problems canceling the fifth skill after the 3 and the 4, so a little weird. That may be what the V pad is for. And that thing has ignore iframe on it. Okay. Maybe PvP, but with the defenses sorely lacking, I don't know. And then he's definitely going to need his artifact to compete there. I don't know. $173,000. I mean, 173,000, 173% crit, 179. I mean, 174% crit damage. Probably way over on skill cooldown. Because of Hawk's Eye, more than likely. See if I can get him switched to Power of Angry Hulk. Just go ahead and put it on repeat. Load of gold, take it off, and then overdrive. I'm content with that for now. Actually, let me stop lying. You select 2 and then give you the one you don't want. There were a couple of times off camera that there we go. That I was able to get it, but damage, crit damage HP. Okay, so I need some all attack. And this guy's steel mine damage. So that's still pretty good on him. See if I can craft some XP chips right quickly. We can do a little bit of work on this uniform. We won't max it out, but we'll do a little bit of work. Hmm. Out of feathers. Okay. So we'll chill with that for now. Got him on dodge. Why do I have him on dodge? Okay, because the because the proc is based on dodge. All right. Makes sense, makes sense. So we need to do uniform optionals. We'll roll this to even more dodge. And he is physical attack based on mind damage, right? Mind damage of energy attack. Hmm. Okay, so he's a combat energy dealer that deals mind damage. Okay. Okay. Ice Queen Rim. Sure love Apocalypse for giving them that many Odin's blessings. Man, they are old and I haven't taken them off. I'm not going to be playing the crystal game. Well, I'm going to put Odin on. I'm going to take Odin out from it. Like, it's like 200 fucking points. And, you know, I'm not doing all that. Like, that's how you, I'd rather, I'd rather put my crystals elsewhere, trying to get my cards right, that sort of thing. Going for more CTPs, something that's going to make a major impact. If we're talking about like a few 100,000 points in ABX or ABL, well, the truth of the matter is, um, it takes a certain amount of willing, right? By and large. So I mean, you start talking brilliant CTP territory and re-rolling them things. Like, nah, I ain't doing all that. But I like to show that you can play this game casually, still have a shitload of fun, and that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people sort of miss that aspect. Okay, so we got a lot. We got rid of a lot of cooldown, but where is the rest of that skill cooldown coming from? I don't have that much coming from my cards. I really don't. Uh, oh, 37%. Wow. When did that happen? Let's give an extra cooldown. Is it the Luna card? Probably. What the hell? Why in the world? Hey, I'm sorry about this. I'm just trying to fix some technical stuff right quick. Okay. I think I'm all right. Okay, yeah, that was kind of weird. Um, yeah, so there's one, there's two. All right, so that's where the extra cooldown is coming from. Wow, that probably means that I can re-roll this thing from cooldown to crit rate or crit damage, maybe, which is really what I want. I want to get my cooldown up here, and then that way, hopefully, it'll use like less with the Guardians card or whatever that has the cooldown built in down there. Yeah, it's like a main stat that's 10%, right? And I'm definitely never re-rolling this. Um, yeah, like max HP all defense with the damage proc, with the energy damage proc. Yeah, if I can get that quality 7, that'll be great. Now, if I can get this thing to roll energy damage, and if I can get the crit rate going up top with the crit damage, I'll be in business. Not even crit rate and crit damage, more all attack, really. All attack, energy attack. Get that going up top. Because one, the numbers up top are bigger. Than these reroll stats. So there's that too. Yeah, this card is all over the place. This one actually isn't that bad. I had it equipped before. On the other end, this one I got for the cooldown duration and to bolster that attack some, but mainly a HP focused deck. So figured I may as well start working on this for PvP purposes. So why not do a little card crafting? And I know I'm still working on my first deck, but that is so far off. Because it's so many little minute changes that I need to make to this deck, including maybe even pulling this card, but I don't know what I would go with in its place. The ignore defense is clutch. The attack speed is nice. All attack is a must have. And then it's like I could re-roll it to energy attack, physical attack, HP, and that would be an even better card. But that's taking a shot, bro. And then this one I definitely need to re-roll because of the quality. So, and looking for energy attack and physical attack down here at the bottom. And either the crit rate or the crit damage. Really not looking for the cooldown at this point. Now let me run the rest of my world bosses right quick. I don't know. At this point, I'm kind of. I mean, yes, Jean is tier 4 territory technically. Now let's get out of Dodge. So they must have taken his V-pad skill and given him iframing more. All right. Oh, oh, oh. Surprised it didn't trigger the artifact. The fire resistance is coming in clutch. All right. Pop off. And blocked all that damage with your little Super Saiyan Go 10 mode. Come on. I see right through your genjutsu. Let's see. Oh, that we can agree on. Um, oh yeah, about the Odin's thing and just having fun on the game. Yeah, definitely, man. Yep. Hey, like shit's too damn expensive to be sitting up here. Just saying. Like I can go ham a little bit sometimes on certain things, but all the time thing, like, and I've spent money in the game, but it's gotta be worth it. You know what I mean? I mean, if you just look and see the amount of uniforms that I have, right? Which isn't every uniform in the game, but it's not far off, right? I'm probably missing, I think it's like close to 400 uniforms in the game, maybe more. Um, Probably shit. It's way more than that. Cause shit, you got to think about it. Characters like Spider Man have like 7, 8, 9 uniforms. Captain America, same thing. Iron Man, same thing. Black Widow has at least 5 or 6. Um, and over 250 something characters. Now you have some characters that have no uniform, right? That have never been touched. But the list of characters with multiple uniforms versus the list of characters that haven't ever gotten a uniform, I think is way different. Anywho, pick up these damn Titan records. But uniforms aside, right? You take all of this shit here, right? Complete epic quest pack. Okay. Uh, Same thing here with this old expensive son bitch. Um, you know, and heaven forbid you didn't get her through the dimension thing and you wanted Madeline Pryor right away. So you spent that 4,500 crystals, which I was advising people not to do. Like makes it makes my stomach hurt just trying to fix my mouth to say 12,000 crystals, right? Like we in the double digits and shit. We came from free to what was it, 6,600 for Magneto, right? And I've done every single one of these things. You see all of them sitting down there 100%, right? Which I don't think I think that's the Epic Quest completion. I don't think that's like, but I have all the characters. I'm only missing 2 characters in the entire game, right? And that's Negasonic and Abomination. And I'm 3 bios away from getting Negasonic for free. At that point, I might drop the 4,500 crystals to get Abomination just so I can complete that end of it. Then I should be good on characters because outside of another epic quest dropping, they usually give a free way to get whoever is new. For instance, I paid nothing for Cassandra Nova right here, and I just have to rank her up, build her up, all of that jazz. Which, while we're sitting here, why the hell not? Do I want to spend a mega tier 2 ticket on her though? Those things are easy enough to get, I guess. Is it anybody else that's exclusive that I haven't taken a tier 2? I doubt it. I don't think I have any tier 1 characters anymore. Oh, except these 2 guys. And I would have to have a bunch of tier 2 tickets, mega tier 2 tickets to take them. Sure, why not? We'll let her catch up to her little brother. This was supposed to be an Apocalypse video. This wound up being a Cassandra Nova video. What the hell? Sure, why not? Wow, I have this thing, but I have to spend the damn materials. So that was my idea, but it really doesn't work like that. You still have to spend the freaking materials. This damn thing. And I can only use it on Dakin right now. which actually I think I did plan to do. Because my next tier threes were supposed to be Dakin, Squirrel Girl. I need to finish off her gear. So she can finally support Thanos. Yeah. Yeah, so I can tier three both of them. I think that's the plan. Okay, so let's finish what we started in World Boss. So this shouldn't take long. You hate woke character? Let me guess, have too many tier fours. I have too many I need to tier four. Well, I suppose not need to tier four, but that I want to tier four, right? There we go. Crank it up then. Crank it up one more time. Get out of the way of all of your nonsense. All right. That's cute. That's also cute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you can go on and do your little phase change shit now. Because he just socked the shit out of you. He just hit you with that smooth criminal. Criminal individual. And me do it again. Yeah, you better, that's what you better do. You better say, wait a second, sir. Hold on. Time out. I gotta go to the get off anyway. Just a little bit. Call out Sir Miles. Let him do his thing and run around so I don't get caught up in none of your tomfoolery. You done? You done? Yeah, I think you're done. Yeah, you're done. I'm only playing 2 years and don't know what I'm doing right now. XD. It's not that hard, bro. The main thing that you gotta like, the main thing that I would recommend that you buy in terms of like spending money in the game that'll definitely help your account out is the Stark Stash. If you're doing that, then you're in the right direction. I need to renew mine, but typically I would have it rolling. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's under daily perks, and it's $3.99 US. Tony Stark Stash. Oh, mine is running for another 41 minutes. So I have to renew this. But it's basically 2,680 crystals every 28 days. You get 80 crystals a day, 440 instantly, and then you get that 80 every day for 28 days. And if you're just sitting on your crystals, it adds up, right? Cheapest way to get crystals in the game and stack them, save them till Black Friday when everything is 50% off. And then you go ham on uniforms that are still decent and relevant and have held their value. And then lately, the seasonal uniforms have been really good. The April, this one for Rogue, for instance, is a seasonal. Last Christmas, I think. So it's coming up on being a year old. And with the seasonals, they really hold their value. Black Bolt isn't in the meta anymore, but the uniform is still strong. If you want to take him to tier 4, it's really the only way to play Black Bolt until he gets something different. So all right, I forgot how to play with Thanos. There we go. Hold on, Jackson. Yeah, go on, break it up. That's what you do. Break it up. You just refuse to go to your cutscene, huh? Yeah, you refuse to go to your corner. That's all I wanted you to do. Go to your corner. Go to your neutral corner. Cool. So let me get out. Yeah, that's what I want. Right there. We get that fifth skill off. And we're good. Oh, that was close by. Already. Oh, yes, sir. Go and get off one time. And then go chill in your neutral corner. And then come back. Oops. Man, how let you play? Let's see. Let me get caught up on the chat. Wow, give me 1 second.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the binoculars out in time.
Look, well, let's not stand on ceremony, mate. Let's start the show.
All right, my bad. Sorry about that. We did chop up that stage, though. You know what? I'm kind of interested. Can you do stage one? The leader. Cyclops, I suppose, but see if he can do stage one. No, he's actually making some boy move. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So we just got to work on his defenses and start building him up to really get the most out of him. Because he is displaying some survivability here. So it could have just been biting off more than he can chew at level 70. Well, he might be able to do this. And because the iframe ignores on the 2, it's not completely useless. So got pretty decent foot speed. As well. Oh, the weave game. The weave game. Hmm. 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 Oh, get over there. Dazzler, hit that man with the Lazarus chamber. Bring him back to life. Hit him with some Lazarus, baby. Well, hmm. As defense is picked up, didn't it? Ooh. Ooh. The Hill saved him. But this shit is gonna kill him. Yeah, 15 seconds. I won't be out in time to do anything. Oh, that sucks. Be so damn close. And yet so far away. Just carry this with Psylocke. No lead. She still should be able to crush this. Just so we can work on his second potential. See if he gets something at level 72. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do his second potential, though. So we'll say that for another stream. I'm in on the wave on you, baby. Let's see here. Ice Queen, Ice Queen. You have on a 13% Pierce 2. Can you look at your account? Proof that what you're saying is true. Darkness, Darkness Rim. This is IGN. Okay, yeah, we can go over there. Definitely. I'm sorry I didn't see that earlier. What was it? Darkness. Let me hold on. Let me fix my chat and make sure I'm reading this right. Darkness Rim dot dot. Ah, okay. So let's see here. I respect your card setup. It's a nice mix of PvP, PvE. That you got your PvP card here, got your PvP card here. You have your flex swing card here. Then you have your PvE card and a PvE card. I personally would have went with maybe Crescent, but you probably had your reasons. It rolled quality 7, so I'm not mad at that at all. And crit rate, fire resist. So yeah. Yeah, that is a sick card. This card here is probably one of the best cards in the game. Easily. Because it does everything you want it to do well. Max HP, all attack, and you can roll physical and energy attack on this thing. So really good card in that Guardians of the Galaxy best story ever. You see, I have it on 2 different decks. It's that good of a card. Probably the only card that you'll see in every single account. You might not see the cable card. You might not see the baby Spidey or excuse me, couldn't get to my cough button fast enough. You might not see the baby Spidey card. You might not see the Luna card or White Fox or a lot of these cards in every single deck. Guardians of the Galaxy, you'd be hard pressed to find a deck that doesn't have this card. So, kind of a no-brainer. Swords. Let's see. We'll go back to cards here in just a second, but your swords are actually looking damn good. I haven't put a lot of time into my swords, so, but I understand the concept, the instinct. Attack increase is helping you out tremendously, along with that juicy 37% all attack, 12% energy attack. I see sneaking down there, and then another 9% physical attack. That's over almost 50% energy if you want to break it down, and then on the physical, close to 45% or over 46%. So 46 and a half actually. So really juicy buffs along with all the other buffs. I don't even really want to go down the list. But some of this stuff can get kind of good. You know, damage to humans and mutants is always nice because there are so many of those specific types in the game. You got human, mutant, alien, you pretty much covered it. You know what I mean? And then some of the percentages down here can get pretty good. Decreased damage received from shock enemies by 10%, or enemies with the shock ability by 10%. That's not an insignificant damage reduction. So, depending on the circumstance and the character, it can add up. As far as your cards, let's view all effects. You got 13% Pierce. We talked about that. 44% Ignore Defense. really good energy attack, decent physical attack. You need to work on getting some all attack. So that's what's holding you up is your attack. So you have your nice hybrid deck that can do everything well, but I think you might be rocking a little bit too much HP, and that's going to hinder you in PvP and PvE. In a sense, because you don't have enough, like 50% of HP is nice if you have the all attack to back that up. For instance, you look at this card set, right? And you view all effects. I'm rocking 71% all attack with 40 some percent energy and 15%, same 13% pierce. A little bit less HP and this activated effect over here. So an additional 20% energy attack for 15 seconds. So you want to do stuff like that to help bolster your attack. So getting a lot of this resist out of here would be number one on my list. And then getting the attack on any of the cards that offer it as a reroll stat. Because it's just not enough that you have a good quality card, but you have to have the right stats in place. For instance, I wrote this one. You can roll the first slot, max HP, physical attack, or crit rate, right? I chose max HP for this card because I wanted that hybrid ability, right? But then I want energy attack. And actually, wait a minute, what the hell is this? No, we're not going to do that. Hold the fuck on. Okay, so there we go. So this card here, right? Yeah, you can roll physical attack, energy attack, and all defense or something like that, or maybe fire resist for Jean or something, or some of the other world bosses that have a lot of fire damage. In your case, for the Luna card, you want to roll that energy attack proc down here at the bottom, right? And then you also want to roll the all defense is nice, probably the best in slot. And then you can get your max HP that way or some crit damage if you like or if you need it. For the White Fox card, you can roll the physical attack proc on that thing, right? For the second one, maybe some crit rate. I would take dodge if it popped up. And the last one, you're going to have to choose. Do you want physical attack? Do you want energy attack? Do you want HP? Because this one rolls the physical attack proc, I would take the energy attack if you get the physical, right? And that's the way I would roll that. And if you got 2 out of those 3 at a good quality, 5, 6, or 7, I would keep it and move on, right? It's not enough that you have high stats. It's enough that what are the stats? And it takes a long time to roll those cards that way. Just the bottom portion. The good news is you can spend Phoenix feathers, M-Crunch, crystals in crafting shop in order to do that. So I have a couple of cards to re-roll here myself. But what was the other card you had? PvP cards. So this one, yeah, you roll it quality 4. It has crit rate, fire resist, and energy damage. And what I would do is I wouldn't craft the card until I rolled the correct stat on there that I want at the right quality, then craft the card. But you got the right philosophy, right? This one I rolled it with the HP proc. There are only 3 of these that you really want, or 4 of these that you really want. I've shown you 3. The other one is an all attack proc, and I think it comes on the Ghost Rider card. Yeah. Increase all basic attack by 20%. Wow. For 15. Oh, well, 20. So, yeah. And that card you have to pay crystals for. So, actually, all of those cards over there you have to pay crystals for, and there are only a handful that are really worth it. But yeah, so that's how I would go about it with this card here. Is I would definitely roll with the HP proc. Any of that speed, momentum, all of that shit that comes in that green text down there at the bottom, don't even fuck with it. If it says momentum increase or dodge rate increase, you don't need that. But HP increase or attack increase, you can really use that. On the second one, you can roll some attack speed. You can roll some cooldown if you need it. And then all attack, of course, at the top. Why go for energy attack when you can have all attack? And then for the Black Widow card, you can roll the energy attack proc on this thing, or you can roll the physical attack. Take your choice. You also have crit damage. You also have energy attack. So you can just roll straight basic energy physical, or you can roll energy proc. Right? And then crowd control time isn't bad. Ignore defense isn't bad if you need it. So there are a few options. Really, when it comes down to this Black Widow card, it has a lot of flexibility. And I do believe you had this card equipped as well. You got the max HP, ignore defense, all attack. Once again, there we go. Physical attack prop or energy attack. Either one of those is what you want. All defense wouldn't be bad. You could settle for something like crowd control time or dodge. And then in the bottom, you can roll cooldown if you need it. You can roll crit rate if you need it. The rest of them I would leave. But the main things, and see, the options at the bottom aren't even really that good on that card. So the main thing really is that you get either the physical attack proc or the energy attack. And then in the second slot here, well, damn. Or it's the last slot. Yeah, the bottom slot, you got your crit rate or whatever. So I don't know. This card is kind of shaky. It's kind of shaky, to be honest. Like, it's good at the top. This bottom, the fourth, they packed a lot of good stuff into it. After that, it falls off a cliff. So, you know, this may be something that I change going forward and just put something else in there altogether. But if that's the case, the question is what? And there are not a lot of good options. I suppose I could rock a cable card on a PvP set and rework this thing for the HP. And the energy attack. It'll be a little less HP, but might be better. Yeah, see all that decreased debuff duration bullshit. That's not worth a damn. So let's see. Patience is a virtue. Don't rush building your cards. Let me guess. You have too many tier fours for characters. I only have 8 tier fours. Okay. After world boss runs, can you check my account and tell me if what I'm doing is right? Okay. Madeline with an authority isn't bad. You do have her artifact, so that's good. Um, mm, okay, she's got a rage. He's got an authority. He's tier 4 and he don't got a CTP. Goodness. Give that man an authority, please, sir, immediately. Or wait a minute. Hold on. Not an authority. Where is it? Is it an authority? Hell is my sentry. Ah. So the main problem with Sentry is he's susceptible to reflect, right? The way that you combat that is with the CTP of greed, with the ambush effect, or With the with a with the CTP of conquest, a mighty conquest. Mighty conquests are a lot harder to come by than a mighty greed. So if you have a mighty greed, I would put that on him. If you're waiting for that, then I get it. So I would, yeah, I wouldn't put an authority on him. That would kind of be. I wouldn't want you to put an authority on him and then have to pull it because it would have to be a mighty. So that's more crystals. When you get the greed, just to do the swap, or the conquest, just to do the swap. So if that's the play, I think you're doing right. Um, Surfer, I think Surfer only works with a goddamn authority, but it has to be a mighty authority with the steel. So there are certain CTPs that you really should not equip unless you combine them with another of the same type of CTP. So the Rage and a lot of the offensive CTPs are fine. It's really with the defensive CTPs that you really need to do this. So, you could argue you don't need to re-roll an energy, a rage, or a judgment. You do, however, with a destruction in order to get the most out of that. Um, and then with all of the rest of the defensive CTPs, they pretty much need to be re-rolled as a mighty CTP. So that goes for the authority, the greed, the regen, the refinement, and the conquest. Unfortunately, yeah, this CTP right here. Start taking them and smashing them together with other CTPs. Yeah, just like you did with this destruction. Um, okay, I get it. I get it. I mean, essentially, you're doing everything right, though. The mighty egg on Hulk. This you can pull, and you can actually give Hulk a rage in this uniform, and he's gonna beast out for you in PvP or PvE. I'm sorry. He's not really a PvP character in this uniform. Now he's mostly a world boss killer. And I know his damage scales with HP, but the return that you get on the CTP of Rage versus the refinement or the regen or a double max HP Rage proc like what I had on him before. Um yeah, I'm rocking a Rage on him now. I'm thinking about giving him a mighty and seeing how he rocks out because the damage is nuts. Um of course. Actually, you know what? Let me finish that review because you said something about what was it? What was your IGN darkness? Okay, so as far as the rest of your characters, The mutants, I would wait on X-Men 97 to see if you get something for Storm, Rogue, and the rest of them. The Apocalypse uniform, I would hold off for a couple of days. The jury's kind of still out, still pretty new. So it's really hard to give definitive answers one way or another. Um, the uniform seems like it could be proc friendly, so that's a plus. If they can work some of the hitches out in him canceling the fifth skill for the damage, because the damage on the fifth skill is there. You can tell it's there. So maybe with the damage proc he might do a little something. Let's see. You got quite a few characters unlocked. Okay. So I would just slowly ticket people up to 6 stars and then start working on getting them to tier 2 using tickets and this sort of thing. There are some gold cost uniforms that you can get for some of these characters that'll sort of help them out, I guess. Kind of. Yeah. You are building the right characters as well, so that's also a plus. Like Thanos is good, but he's a heavy resource sink, as are a lot of the native tier 2s. So you kind of need to be aware of that. Same thing with Sentry. You tier 4 Sentry, so you've tier 4 several, native or a native tier 3 and several other native tier 2s that are heavily expensive. So by now, I'm sure you get it. So I would start targeting tier 4 and people like, I'm sure you're probably working on tier 4 in your Wolverine, so go ahead and get him out of the way. Maybe your Deadpool as well. If you want to get Doctor Strange out of the way, one, I would upgrade his uniform, but fine. Really, I wouldn't even tier for this guy. I would leave him until maybe the next movie or whatever. See if he gets something new. I would go after building up Cable if you want to work on a native tier 2. He's a little bit cheaper, but Cable's way better. And the odds of him getting another uniform with X-Men 97 are a lot higher. So prime time to tier for that guy. Maybe along with some of these other the problem with these two is their uniforms are seasonal and they're female, so that means that you have to spend real money in order to get those uniforms. So that's kind of the bad thing. But you can work on some of these other maybe the 800 CCF variety tier 3s and tier 4 characters. While you waiting on who you're gonna work on next. Maybe if you wanted to tier for this guy, I don't know. He is kind of on the expensive side. His seasonal uniform actually makes him really, really good. So next time it rolls around, even though it's full cost, I'd go ahead and pick it up because it makes him a great support. You can work on tier 3 in this guy in the hopes that he gets something for X-Men 97 that's not seasonal, that's good. So little stuff like that. And I wouldn't give him a full build or nothing. Although you do have his artifact, which is great. I would also stop putting these 3-star artifacts on characters. I would just break those down. I would break those down and I would make them and stuff. Okay. Okay, baby. Okay, I'll be in there. Thanks. I ain't about to start with you. But yeah. Yeah, I would stop putting those 2-star, 3-star, 1-star artifacts like this on characters. I would just dismantle them and use the essence to re-roll for more artifacts, right? So you get way better investment doing that as opposed to, so I would just take them as opposed to putting them on a character, and I would just come in here and dismantle them. Right, and I get 70 essence for that, but you multiply that out by however many artifacts, it winds up adding up into the thousands, right? And then you can take that celestial essence. See, I did the same thing a long time ago. Matter of fact, I ain't spending that. So you can take that essence and you can come right on over here. And you can hopefully get, probably not gonna get anything, but and then you take this and you dismantle it for more essence. But 3-star Hella, right? And then I take that and I dismantle all of that, right? That's 2,000 essence at 700,000 gold or whatever. And then I can take this and slap it on Hella. I think I already have a 5-star version. So that's useless. Well, that's not completely useless. In that case, instead of me putting that artifact on Hella, I would find another character with a 4-star artifact that has the wrong instinct. So she's justice. Her artifact is justice. So she's fine. She's justice. Her artifact is justice. So she's fine. And I think it's humans are justice. Mutants um are the other one. Order or something like that. See, he's cruelty. And his artifact, he needs destruction, but he's only 3 stars, so I can't use it on him. So I have to find one that has a matching star level. Her artifact, Valeria, is justice. So she's good. He's order. So he's good, and it may take me a little while. Order. Wolverine, cruelty. And he is supposed to be order. So we'll take this and we'll change option and take Hella's 4-star artifact and try to re-roll his option, and it rolled to cruelty again. So yeah. So unfortunately, wah, wah, wah. But it did change the increased basic damage dealt to characters with leadership ability. But it also did not give me the right one. But that's what you do with those. That's what you do with those. You don't equip them on a character that it doesn't belong on, or none of that weird shit. You you do it that way. But yeah, you really got it rocking, bro. Like not mad at the account. A bunch of that stuff isn't even things that you have to switch, right? Like I saw you had a greed on your Wolverine. Well, interestingly enough, that's his one of his better CTPs. I'm running him with a greed, right? So yeah. Let me go grab something to drink right quick and I'll be right back. But just to finish what I was saying, um, the only thing you have to do is just re-roll the CTP in a lot of cases. There are a few that you kind of need to pull. I said I really wouldn't run an authority on Sentry. I would give him a Mighty Greed or something like that. I'll go into the glossary so we can go over what some of those effects are um, to kind of help you out. But give me a second. Let me go grab a drink. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I forgot I had that power saving mode on. Well, the the best guaranteed way to get a CTP is really the 28-day login event. That, or you can climb the stage 130 in Shadowland, and I think that gets you a CTP selector. Now, you don't get a selector for the 28-day login, you just get a random CTP. But at least it's guaranteed. Like the only other guaranteed thing that you could do would be to um, just go all out with your other world battle tokens for CTPs only, which is going to take a little longer than just going for the soul of the Faltine or the life seed or whatever. You know what? I didn't check the chest in the other world battle shop to see if they added the conquest. That would be interesting if they did that. We'll get some GBR after this. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I'm like, why is Storm popping out there? She's my striker. Yeah, let's get through this multi multi-melon mix-up or whatever the hell this is. Jay Moreno, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. But yeah, so the quest for apocalypse potential begins. So we can see what he got. Just I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You can expect to see some apocalypse content coming. We'll probably take him through some null and all of them. See how he does at level 70. This uniform versus the old one. We can definitely do that at a decent clip. He came pretty close to doing some level 1 gene, so I'm kind of hopeful. Because I mean, technically, Gene is tier 4 content, right? So at least level 80. Of course, depending on how much Pierce you got and all of that jazz, but All right. Hmm. That's crazy. All right. Okay. Just by yeah, Gene is low key tier 4. Yeah. It used to be I guess uh Gore, but then they kind of lowered it down. But Gene was always kind of low key difficult. Like you'd have a hard time with a level 70 going in there. Very, very few. So I try not to judge, but I don't know. Apocalypse Kit looks, it still looks bare, bro. It still looks bare to me. Um, I did kind of track down that whole mind immunity thing a little bit, and it is an effect, and it does work on GBR Dormammu, but the thing is, I don't know if that's enough because you'll see the effect pop up as you fight him, and I actually kind of tested it out um, in his old uniform. And you'll see the mind immunity pop up when you're fighting Dormammu, Galactus, these sorts. And then you'll see the wording go away, but the damage be there. So I'm interpreting that as it it kicking in on the percentage level. So it does allow a greater portion of the damage to get through, but I'm not sure how much that's gonna make a difference. 70% is a huge number though. Still think they should have moved the penetration for tier 3 purposes, and put something else on the tier 3 skill. Wow. All right. Pop off one more time then. All right, pop off then. Okay, had to wait a little bit, but I goofed on the last rotation. Hit the fifth skill too early. I think it was in the previous rotation or some shit like that. But yeah. Uh, go wait for some boost points. Do a dispatch pickup and keep it rolling. Beta Ray Bill or Odin? Wow, that's difficult. I would say Odin probably has more damage overall, but Beta Ray Bill has the damage and the flexibility, right? So, yeah, Odin has a lead that applies to all allies 50% lightning damage, right? And the debuff removal. Um, the immunity to cancel effect, all of that jazz. A chain hit, super armor. So he hits like a fucking truck. Beta Ray Bill, on the other hand, where the hell is Bill? So Beta Ray Bill, on the other hand, has the applies to alien allies 35% damage to supervillains, right? So you get that support ability. He also has 60% fire damage for fire type allies. So he functions as a lead slash support in kind of a way that Odin doesn't outside of the debuff removal. Yeah, he doesn't have that, but a lot of characters today have debuff removal built into their kit. They've been making a lot of these new uniforms more bare bones lately, though. So Bill doesn't have debuff removal in his kit. So yeah. And they used to give that out to so many characters. But, that's the only thing that I would kind of say. And then you can still get the lightning damage if you remove the uniform, but you don't have the added support ability. But it's still 60% lightning damage to all allies. So it really just depends on how you want to look at it. I think by Bill being non-native tier 2 awakened, he'll be a lot cheaper to build. So when you factor in the cost as well, I would probably have to say Beta Ray Bill. I'm just saying. But for a coolness factor, I don't know. Odin, the Godfather does go pretty damn hard. Like, I can't lie. And then that growth ability on the 5th skill that's just stupid. So, yeah, I'd say build who you want. Fuck it, build both of them. You know what I mean? And while you at it, build him too. Especially if you have his artifact, because it functions similar to Robbie Reyes in converting lightning damage for him, lightning resistance for him into lightning damage. With Robbie, he converts fire resist into fire damage, but he takes it a step further because Robbie actually applies this effect to all flame type allies. So that's why the Ghost Rider, Ghost Panther, Robbie Reyes team is so strong, because if you have this artifact, you're able to convert all of that fire resist that you get from him into fire damage. Into a portion of you get to convert a portion of it into fire damage. But it's still really, really strong. But yeah, man, let's check this guy out, and let's see what he talking about. Oh, supervillain. Okay, so stage 39. It will let you use your own self-buffing lead. It should be easy work, because you got some OP support. Okay. Wow. Yeah, maybe I misjudged the damage. Or maybe it's locked behind tier 4. God, this sucks. The animations are beautiful. They gotta do better though with the performance. Oh, you can cancel that now? Wait a minute. Oh, you can instant cancel the tier 3 now. Okay. That's actually not bad. They do gotta get the damage. Yeah. Yeah. He got clapped up. When the last time you seen that? Um yeah. That final stage you can do. Let's try 29 Mephisto. And we will try something different. No strikers, just him and the support. Let's see how he fares. Right? Wow, these numbers are abysmal. So that's what I'm talking about with that immunity shit. If I would have slowed it down, you would see it there. But then, yeah, the wording is all gone now on that last little bit. Now it's back. So just pay real close attention to the damage numbers and how the wording will pop up and go away. And then eventually it'll just disappear completely for a little bit, like that. But yeah, this shouldn't, you can see right here, it's not enough. So I don't know, pretty horrible at level 70, but nothing, no CTP, even with a leadership. So yeah, yeah, but doesn't look like he's gonna be able to even break that shield on that one. So yeah, I'm not even getting it. He should be able to do that at least bare minimum. But I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. It's very late for me. So it's been a pleasure hanging out with y'all once again. Y'all like, comment, share, sub. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Been a pleasure hanging out with y'all once again. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.